In today's video, we're going to speak about the ultimate power that a man has. And I can guarantee that if you were to sit with a man and have a deep conversation with him, he would agree to what I'm talking about, that this is the power that a man has. It's a power that a man desires, but it's not a power that all men actually remember to cultivate in their livelihood, in their life, because oftentimes we fail to perform at the standard that which we would like, or we are still in the process of becoming that man we wish to become. From a good man, good friend, Modern Schema, he says masculinity is a martial art that you must study for your whole life. And the power that a man has is to be the boss. Is to be the boss of his own life. It is to be able to go somewhere when he wants, to do something when he wants, to make the certain amount of money he wants, to accomplish what he wants, to become who he wants. Man is shaper and maker of his own destiny. Yet some men will fall short of this, and then they will deny the fact that this fire burns within them. I had a conversation with a friend once when I was in the early years of my boss journey, and he was looking at my life, and I'd come to visit him hours away. I drove a couple hours to see him, as he was a friend and a client of mine as well. And we had spoken about how our lives had changed as I knew him when I was a child. And he looked at me and he said, "So you are pretty much a free spirit, and you can go anywhere that you want to in life." And I said, "Yes, it's awesome." And then he looked at me and he said, "You know what, I prefer," he looked at me with hesitancy. He said, "I prefer to be the man who is part of something bigger. And even though there's a man bigger than me, I like being part of a system." And I looked at him and I thought, you're full of shit. You can tell the truth. Your girlfriend's not here. You can tell me the truth about your actual desires. Because the actual desire of all men is to be in control of their own life. But the world, my friend, you listening, the world has really guilt-tripped you and shamed you into making you into a second-class citizen, hasn't it? Where your desires are put in the back burner. Where your dream life is put in the back burner, where your goals, where your well-being, where even your health is put on the back burner. And you are here to serve, and you are here to slave away, and you are here to give everything to everybody else. Now, if you have a family, I'm not saying don't sacrifice for your family. If you have a wife or you have kids or loved ones, I'm not saying don't do things for them all of a sudden. But what I'm saying is, when is the last time that you lived for you? When is the last time that somebody supported your goals? When's the last time somebody helped you? Welcome to Spiritual Boss Global. I'm your host, Master J. I'm a Vietnamese American shaman. The role of a shaman in different societies than perhaps the one that you come from is to act as a initiate, is to act as a spiritual elder. And this elder is here to get people ready for the jungle of life, the truth of life. In this case, I am talking to a man who may be getting ready for the beginning of his next life. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. Do you remember your power? Do you remember your power? Or have you forgot? Has the world made you forgot? Or, and this also may be the case, and this is always possible, and these things are possible, and that we must look at ourselves in the mirror when these types of things happen. Have you not risen up to the standard and ambition that you hold inside of your own heart and your own soul? You squander your potential. There's that quote everybody on the internet says now, as Ty Lopez made it very famous: most men lead lives of quiet desperation. I believe it was said by Nietzsche. You know, my people, Asian people, we may have trouble saying these words. Nietzsche. Men lead quiet lives of desperation. Men have been gaslit into being second-class citizens of the modern world. and they have forgotten their own power because they have so unwillingly been brainwashed to give it away. Do you know what the power of a man is? I've brought it up already. The power of a man is to be shaper and maker of his own destiny. It's the ability to say no. It's the ability to be the boss of your own life. It is the ability to be sovereign in every single man. If you were to sit down with him, maybe have a couple beers with him, really get to know his life, you would likely, if you haven't heard him or haven't seen him accomplish it, you would likely hear about his dream that he may be working towards or may have given up on. And you would also likely see that there is within him a fire. And that fire is to control his own life and to control his own destiny, to birth something that is within his mind, within his conscious. That's the power of man. To be resilient, to endure, and to conquer. To go where he wants and to do what he wants. And you know what is very unfortunate? When a man is trapped. When he can't live up to his own expectations. When he has sacrificed things in the name of the greater good. Because he has a child. Because he had a child, he gave up on his dreams. Is that what you're going to tell your son? Is that what you're going to tell your daughter? Son, I had a dream, but you were born, so I gave up on it and became a fat slob. I gave up on it and I became this version of myself that was mediocre and in the middle. And as a result, your mother also left me because when you were born, I gave up on everything in my life. Is that who you wanted to be? Is youth wasted on the young? I believe so. But when we become older, we become wiser and sharper. The power of a man is his power to be free. And to be free. He can be free at any time he wants. He can be free and do anything he wants. I am a man that is free. And I refuse to be taken down. And I refuse to be shackled down by the forces of evil, by the natural trials of the world, by my own doubts and fears and insecurities that may exist within my mind, because I allow that fire, that power within me that is within every man to be nourished and flourished and to set the world ablaze with passion. Because right now, this world seems to have lost touch with itself. The modern world, although we have been so connected, we are so connected by the touch of a phone. Can you send me a message? By the touch of a phone, you can send me an email. By the touch of my phone, my mother can call me from all the way across the world, whom I love very deeply. By the tap of the finger, you can go to spiritualbossglobal.com and see even perhaps more value that may help you on your journey. It's in the link in the description. We have become so connected, but part of us has become so far disconnected. And we have lost touch with ourselves. Do you know what we have lost touch with? Do you know what the man has lost touch with? He has been lost touch with the fire within. It's the only thing that makes him who he is. In the world of the Maya, in the world of illusion, in the world of materialism, the only thing that makes you who you are is the truth that resides within you. As a man, you are carved and you are shaped. But there is always this fire that burns within you that says, I have a dream, I have a mission, I have a vision, and no matter what, I want to do this, no matter what, I want to accomplish this. And nothing is going to get in my way, because I promise you, if you decide to go on the boss journey, if you decide to unlock the spiritual boss frequency that is within you, that is just the beginning of the challenges, of trials and tribulations. The power within man is the power to overcome any obstacle through sheer will, stubbornness, and independence that exists within him. Man is the master manifester in the physical realm, where the woman may have a hyper driving, nourishing power, an immense life force and power that is needed to be directed within her. Within the man is the ability to see farther than his eyes, to see farther than his visions, and farther than the dreams that he has at night. Within man is the ability to see something in his mind and bring it into life, regardless of where he is. And I believe, I know, in the men of today's world today that I've met so many of them. Oh, how they have fallen and how they have failed. You have forgotten the power that is within you, my friend, and I'm just here to remind you of it. That dream, that vision, that mission, that song that sings in your soul, there is nobody who will bring it to life but you, for you are the shaper and maker of your own destiny. It is your decision to answer that calling or to continue living as if you are living. That is not my decision. It is yours. SpiritualBossGlobal.com. The link is in the description. Share this channel with somebody who you may find may benefit from it. You may super chat, you may donate whatever value that you find from my works and from my videos. My name is Master J. I am a shaman, and I am just here to perform my divine duty. There is an army of spiritual bosses who are currently asleep or waiting to be called to the forefront all over the globe. And it is my job to find you and to awaken the fire within.